so you can get back to your game. If you guys do enjoy, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and if you guys want to check out any of the other staffs, they're all going to be down below in the description. Each one of the staffs in a series, but without further ado, let's get into it. So the first step to building the wind staff is to go ahead and go pick up the wind record. Now this is all over here by generator 5 and stamina up. As you can see, that is the first spawn sitting right there on the table. The second spot it can be is sitting right on top of that box. That's the next spawn, and then the third spawn and the one I got in this game is over here on the little ledge here next to stamina. So go ahead, grab all three, and then you want to find yourself a robot that has a glowing foot. Now obviously the robot has 2 feet, but each time a robot comes down one of the lanes of the map, there are 3 different robots, this foot will be glowing, or one of the feet will be glowing in this robot. You need to figure out which foot is glowing. Whenever you find out which foot is glowing, you need to actually shoot that foot so it opens up the foot, and then you need to get stepped on by the robot. As you can see, this is the middle lane robot, or kind of like the no man's land robot. The one that I did before this was the church robot, and this one is no man's land, so you need to go ahead and get stepped on. This is the one that goes right over the excavation site. So go ahead, shoot open the foot, grab the next staff part, and then make your way over to the last one, which is the kind of spawn robot. Obviously, you need to figure out which foot is glowing yellow. You need to shoot open that foot, and as you can see, that one on the left, that foot was not glowing yellow. That one will not open up if you shoot the bottom of it, but this one was glowing yellow. Shoot the bottom of it, get stepped on, you'll actually go up inside of the robot's head, and then you'll be able to pick up the staff part sitting right there, available for you to pick up. So again, sorry for the old gameplay, but this recording is a better recording than what I had, and it shows you each and every spawn that the actual disc can be, but you need to pick up a black disc that doesn't have anything to do with any of the staffs. The first location can be right there at the excavation site entrance, and the next one is over here around back, kind of near the church type area. It is up there right on that little ledge. You will either see it there in one of those 2 places if it's spawned there, or the third one you actually have to open up the excavation site to get into. Basically what this disc is needed for is that you need to use this disc to open up the bottom area of the excavation site where you actually open up the staffs, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. But before I do that, again, right here on this little ledge that I'm about to pass by is another spawn right here, but the last spawn is actually in the excavation site. It'll cost you a little bit of pointage to get in there, but it is sitting right there on top of that little thing, and that's actually the spawn I had in my remaster game as well. But if you run over here, you grab this disc from one of the 3 locations, you'll be good to go to head down into the excavation site after actually opening it up. Head down to the bottom type area of the excavation site, and you'll see that it is not fully opened up yet. There's a little blockage there. You will find a gramophone sitting right there on the ground. It's the same spawn every single time. You're gonna place it on that pedestal with the record and with the gramophone, and it will actually start to open up the entire downstairs area where you can actually build the staffs and upgrade the staffs and do all the steps you need to. So you're gonna wait for this to fully open up. You're gonna run over, pick up the gramophone once again once you are able to pick it up, and move on to the next step. So after you've picked up the record that you need for this staff, you have all the different staff parts, and you have the gramophone itself. You need to head down this tunnel specifically. You need to go down the specific tunnel that corresponds to your element. If you head down the wrong tunnel and place the gramophone in the tunnel with the wrong element that you're trying to build for your staff, it'll give you a crystal that you don't actually need, or don't give you a crystal at all, depending on whether or not you have the correct record. But whenever you're ready to build this staff, you need to go ahead and head down this specific tunnel, go through the portal, and head to this little pedestal that is sitting over here next to the entrance. Whenever you pick this thing up, it'll give you a part, it'll give you a crystal, and that corresponds to your staff, and that will allow you to actually build the staff in the excavation site, and you're ready to actually build the staff itself. You're completely done with the staff, and now we can move on to actually upgrading the staff. So once you actually have the staff in hand, head back down to the crazy place, and you're going to go ahead and start shooting this row of symbols at the very top. 1 shot equals 1 spin, and you're gonna match up each one of these symbols with the symbols on the lower left-hand corner of your screen right here. As you can see, the 2 lines is on the bottom, 2 lines is on the bottom, 2 L's is after that. I make the 2 L's after that. The last one has a dot and then a kind of upside down F and then a dot. That matches up perfectly with the symbols right there. And as you can see, it instantly completes. It's a super, super easy challenge. And from there, you need to move out into the real world. Now, go by the stamina machine. You're gonna see that thing smoking down there, and you're gonna shoot it with your wind staff toward the excavation site. You're gonna do that with 3 different things all around the map. This little smoking orb, you're gonna shoot it. It's gonna go toward the excavation site, and you're gonna hear a little character quote saying like, something just happened, or something like that. Whatever it is, whoever you're playing as, you'll get some sort of quote. And then you need to head over to the last one, which is over here by the church through the mud, and make sure you bring a shield for this because the zombie will catch up to you probably if you're not sprinting the whole way and you don't have stamina. But go over here. There's another one smoking right there. You're gonna do a little nice jump shot on it, and it will again shoot toward the excavation site, and that little beam of light will once again appear in the middle, showing that you have actually completed this step. So once you've completed completed the Crazy World Challenge, and then after that you've completed the Real World Challenge of shooting the orbs, you need to go ahead and go back down to the Crazy Place and start turning these dials once again to actually match them all up and make sure that they are all yellow. Now, once they are all yellow, there's going to be an orb at the very, very bottom, and you're going to be able to shoot that orb with your Staff of Wind, and now you're able to head down back to the Crazy Place and actually place your Staff of Wind down in this pedestal. So once the Staff of Wind is in this pedestal, all you need to do is get 25 zombie kills with whatever weapon you want. It doesn't matter what weapon. It can be a staff, it can be an actual gun. All you have to do is get those 25 kills. All of the souls will be kind of like collected in whatever staffs you have placed down, so you might have to share between them. But just keep on getting kills. Eventually your staff will kind of light up with a yellow or a white silhouette, and then eventually you'll be able to run over, grab the staff, and you now have the upgraded staff. It's all good to go. You can now use Borea's Fury, which is honestly one of my favorite staffs. I know it's not really a fan favorite, but I really, really enjoy using it. And